This video is brought to you by Sportland, quality, integrity, and tradition.
Good morning. So, today we have a service call and some AC is not working. The customer's actual complaint is that one of their bar ACs, they don't know which one, this one or this one, is not working. They say that a couple days ago, about a week ago, someone saw like a puff of smoke or something out in the dining room, but they didn't notice anything else, so they let it be. And over the weekend, it got really hot in the bar area. So again, the bar would be that unit or that unit. But we're gonna look at everything because customer doesn't do routine maintenance. So I went ahead to the thermostats and just turned everything on. So everything should be calling for cooling. And we're gonna start with the bar ACs. I'm gonna start with this small one right here, and then we'll work our way over from there. Looking at this panel, I was like, there's like oil right here. What's that about? So I opened this up and I'm confused here. And I'm like, why? What's going on here? There's oil all over these wires. And then I see an old pressure control that someone has bypassed sitting right here. This guy has no gas in it. That's what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. Yeah, fun stuff. So this would have been the high pressure switch. This would have been the loss of charge switch. So that's a problem. But let's not just stop there. Let's keep looking. Whole indoor blower assembly is done. That would have been, oh, blower motor bracket is broken. Motor's still warm. This thing still has power. What the heck, man? Disconnect is bad. It's not engaging. If there was ever a candidate for replacement, this is it. But the funny thing is, this customer will fix this. R22, refrigerant leak repair, whole new blower assembly, guaranteed they will fix this. Even with my crazy high quote, they will fix it. This is a 2004 unit. Nice. All right, well, we're gonna keep on going. We're not stopping there. AC filters are plugged. Nice and dirty. You can see light through them, but they're dirty. That's pretty bad. Let's have a look at the heat exchanger. That's our next step. First glance, the heat exchanger doesn't look too bad, but definitely see an interesting rub point right at that hanger bracket. There may be a giant crack down there that you guys can't see right on the actual main baffle plate or whatever, possibly. So I'm gonna visually inspect this a little bit more, but it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Kind of feels like it had been running recently because it's warm. Maybe it was like going off on because the blower assembly doesn't work, so it might have been trying then going off on overload or lockout. Heat exchanger ended up being okay, but this is this looks like the unit that I just had the fire at, where the indoor blower assembly caught fire, the motor, and destroyed itself. It's actually a different restaurant, but same looking unit, same actual model number on that unit too. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna power this guy up. I went ahead and pulled the wiring for the indoor blower motor because that's just done. And we're gonna turn the power switch on, and I'm actually gonna push in the contactor. Cool. I wanted to make sure that the compressor actually pumped, and it does. So the compressor actually pumps. Whether or not it's good, I don't know, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't locked up or something. So we're good on that. So we're gonna have to give them a quote here, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at their other units and see what's going on with those two real quick. This next unit right here, I had turned on the I turned on the thermostat and got both stages calling. Well, at least I think both stages are calling. Both condenser fan motors don't indicate both stages. But I'm gonna pull this panel off, and then we're gonna have a look at the compressors. I have a feeling the belt's gonna be extremely loose. Customer doesn't do maintenance, so we'll see. Okay. Both compressors are running. Cold suction lines. But look at that evaporator. It's all frosted up. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Filters will be plugged and belt will be loose, guaranteed. What do you know? Look at that. Barely even a belt left. It's just been running, ruining the pulleys. Just going crazy there. That thing's trashed. I'll get a new belt because I have an extra from the last time we worked on it. And then we'll check the filters out too. This carrier's a little bit better than some of the other ones, but even this is kind of a stupid design when it comes to tightening the blower assembly. I'll give them that they gave you a tension rod right here with a nut on each side, but you still got to undo all these bolts right here on the top of the bracket and down here on the bottom right there, and then you adjust it via this guy right here. So for this situation, I tried to put the belt on and it was way too tight. So basically we're going to tighten this down, and that's going to pull the blower up and reduce the tension on it, and then we can put the belt on and tension it properly how it's supposed to be done. And got it tensioned up where it should be nice and good, not too tight. Everything's tightened back down. Lots of belt debris in there, but I'm gonna put this panel up and then we're gonna go have a look at the air filters now. Surprisingly, the evaporator's really clean. So the last time we worked on this unit, we must have cleaned that evaporator, but the filters, yeah, they're dirty. They're not like completely plugged, but they're dirty enough that they're gonna cause a problem. So I'll pick up some new filters and we'll just put new filters in all the ACs, and then we'll get this guy back up and running. But I'll put the panel on and make sure it works first. All right, in our situation here, I don't feel the need to go any further than the belts and the filters. I turned the unit into full cooling. It has a decent temperature differential from the supply to the return. That does not necessarily indicate 100% proper operation, but it's a pretty good indication. Their original call here was bar AC not working, okay? We found that that unit right there is completely down, and then this unit was pretty much completely down too because of a loose belt, okay, and dirty filters. So I got this up in operation. Customer's gonna be happy. I'm still gonna go get some filters right now, and then I did get their approval. They want me to go ahead and check the filters and belts on the other ACs too while I'm here. All right, we are good to go. Filters and belts are changed. Wait till you see this one though. All the AC filters were dirty, but they weren't plugged, except for this one. Look at this one. You can barely even see the light through it. Like, these ones are nasty, like dirty. Crazy, but yeah, we changed them all. This AC is working, their other bar unit. This bar unit over here is down. I disconnected it, pulled the fuses out, turned the gas off, all that stuff. Although, there's nothing wrong with the heat exchanger, but still. We'll give them a quote to fix that one. I'm pretty confident they'll fix it. You'd be surprised. And I'm gonna get all my stuff off the roof. Move on to the next one.
I still bet you that they were going to have me repair that AC. I'm telling you, just wait. But I'll do a quote just like normal. I'll give a quote to replace and a quote to repair. And majority of the time they end up going with the repair. So we'll see. But, you know, I think as I was watching this, I thought about a great important moment in the video was the moment when I walked up to the unit and I saw, as I was taking the panel off, that I saw oil on the bottom, right? And then when you get the panel off, you set it to the side and it's like, hey, it has a refrigerant leak. Clearly, there's not enough gas in it. And then I bumped the contactor, the compressor ran. I thought maybe there's just a chance that, you know, what happens if I said, there's nothing I can do, I'll just quote, you know, to replace the compressor. If I would have stopped at that point right there and not looked at the blower assembly, it would have been a rude awakening when it came time to change the compressor and try to start it up, and then boom, you get where I'm going with that? So, you know, the whole big picture thing is so important. Just always trying to take a step back and look at the big picture. You know, quote big, look big, you know. You can always, if the customer, you quote big basically, and then, but understand it's okay if the customer doesn't, you know, want to do that much work, but always look at the big picture. So, but, you know, then I went through the rest of the rooftop equipment because the customer wants me to. I literally just had the phone call with the facilities department talking same thing, you know, no PMs, but if we're on site, go to town kind of a thing, you know. So I was there, changed the filters, you know, everything else seemed to be operating okay. And we'll see. I know they're not going to do anything with this until the first of the year. So come the first of the year, I'll start sending emails and then, you know, see if they want to change out the unit or what. If they were to change out the unit, it would be super smart if they change out 2 or 3 of them, because it's like, we're going to have a crane out there. Might as well swap out 2, 3 package units, you know, while you got it. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. Hey, I really appreciate y'all making it to the end as usual. I want to wish everybody a happy holidays, no matter what religion, what you celebrate or anything. I hope you get to spend time with your family. For me, it is December 20th. This will probably be the last video until after Christmas, possibly, is what I'm thinking. So just want to wish you guys Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, whatever you celebrate, I just hope you get to spend time with your family. And I wish you all the best. Okay, so thank you very much. Remember, if you're interested in supporting the channel, you can go to TrueTechTools.com. If you go to TrueTechTools.com and you find any tools that you like, you can use my offer code BIGPICTURE, one word. That'll get you an 8% discount on majority of the items on their website at checkout. And then I get a small commission when you do that. So it's really cool. You can also support the channel via my website, HVACRvideos.com. We have merchandise available, hats, beanies, sweatshirts, all that good stuff, women's t-shirts. It's all on the website, so check it out again. But the easiest way, you know, to support this channel is simply watch the videos from beginning to end. That really is the easiest way. Oh yeah, and there's seriously, it's getting kind of silly, but anyways, yeah, that's it, man. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so very much, and we will catch you on the next one.